I'm the third generation of the Mason family to be the steward of this ground. The ranch has been in the family for 100 years.
I've been working in the woods off and on since 1999. Started my own business 3 years ago. Worked for a lot of other different people around the area, around the state of Oregon actually.
He came over and we looked at trees, we talked about it, and eventually we decided that Mr. Clemens would be the guy that we wanted to give a go with.
I met with a gentleman and they were needing some help on a couple logging projects, and so I told them we'd help them.
So Brad has really focused on those relationships with landowners.
We spoke with the landowner and talked to him about, let's clean this up. When I took this job, I came up with the landowner and the state forester. I seen the biggest issue was how overgrown this is, how tall the timber is, and how tight the situation was going to be. With the creek to our west right now at this point, and a real steep hillside to our east, we have very little area to cut trees, to log it, and to get the logs out of here. And so I brought Patrick in, knowing that he knew how to cut this stuff and to lay it so that we don't break it. That's the biggest thing. This stuff is so tall that you have to lay it in tight spots not to break it so we can use it all. We're trying to utilize everything we can. It's been taking a lot of times 2 guys to get this timber laid out without damaging it or damaging the creek or the riparian areas or other trees as well.
It takes somebody in this canyon where it's so steep, where it's so tight, it takes somebody that's an experienced timber faller to put tree A on the ground without damaging B, C, and D.
All these drainages are really erosion prone, and so if you're going to log it, you got to do it correctly with that in mind so that you really reduce the impact to the spring runoff and fall runoff even.
This being a fish-bearing stream, that's one of the reasons I wanted, I wanted somebody that was going to truly follow the Forest Practices Act, and we're real comfortable with what Mr. Clemens has done.
When I evaluate a crossing, a proposed crossing, the main thing is can we do it with the least amount of impact to the stream channel itself? That's the most important thing, and minimize disturbance to the stream channel. So they'll put the crossing in, try not to have it too elevated, and have it in a good location so it protects that stream channel.
We've done this in what we've called stage cutting. We started at the north end of this project and have been working south. We haven't just cut the north end and just cut completely through. We've cut at the north end, then we've jumped to the south end, then we've jumped to the middle. Reason is there's no place to put it.
One of the reasons I decided to nominate Brad Clemens for EOA Operator of the Year was his attentiveness to detail and to doing the right thing for the landscape.
The complexion of the ground has changed so much when these trees are hauled out of here. But the more I'm up, the more I'm getting used to it, and the more I think that we're achieving and heading in the right direction. I don't think that we could have found anybody any better.
I truly believe that we're going to meet that objective that Roger and Meredith, the whole EDIGER family, wants. Cleaning it up, taking out enough trees to enhance his ground for other generations of trees and for his kids and their families later on down the road.
Done a really good job. So that's why I nominated him for Operator of the Year. Just the quality of work, keeping landowners happy and doing the right thing.